Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I have another Ford F-150 computer here. This is Harley-Davidson from Florida. This computer was here almost 8 months ago, and then it got back in a month later after he found some melting wires in front of the vehicle. And I tested the computer again. Everything ran perfect. And then now again, after 8 months, the computer is back in here. He's been sending the same paperwork every single time. So it's a little hard to understand what is happening because all he does is a copy of the same situation that he had at beginning. And then even though it was not the same thing, at least not not the same thing on the second time, because when the first time this computer came, his name is Adam from Florida. He has a crank no start, no RPMs reading when cranking, no injector pulse, no spark, no test light, no start. That was in. He said that he checked the fuel pump, been tested, and everything was perfect. So I did reproduce the concern of the long crank no start, repair the computer, and then after a few days or almost a month, I was in Costa Rica, and he started texting me, and I tried to tell him that, I did repair the computer, not the vehicle. And then he's like, no, it's the same thing, it's the same thing. I'm like, Adam, can you please, have a mechanic or someone to help you? Because the code that he was getting was for the fuel pump. So he ended up finding some melt wires in the front, and that was the issue. It's still send the computer for rechecked in January when I came back, and I said, it's nothing I can do with this. This is working good, and I have it running for like an hour, and I recorded a video for that as well. So now it's back after 7 or 8 months, and he's saying it's doing exactly the same thing, which I'm not saying that it's not. The thing is, this is where it's hard for me to understand or to transfer these to the customers, that electronic components are very fragile, especially if you have chores on the harness or things that can damage the computer. So this is where I repair your computer, but if it's something that's damaged in the vehicle, it's nothing I can do with that. So this is what I'm trying to express in here. All right, so I'm going to remove, put a business card on top of the computer, which I'm removing because it has his personal information, which is a green card that I don't need to have in there. You saw that happening. So, all right. So let me just get the normal thing that I do. Oh, the camera is off. Yes, it is. I have the computer connected as you see here, and nothing is on. I have to turn the full probe on as well. Let me move you over here so you see the whole thing, and I'm going to show you his folder in a second for the first visit, and you'll see that he has sent the note the same time. He added an extra note at least this time. He's probably just using that to not, recopy the information of his personal or so information. So let me select the signals that I use for this instead of the full probe to what I always use it. Those are just values very specific to these simulators. And I use the signal 51 for the cranking signal. So now the full probe is ready. I'm going to show you the note at first in the computer. So this is exactly what we have here, except for the note that says, or my mark that says 6.8, and the key that is attached to the computer. But it says this, all these notes in here are going to be the exact same thing. So this is, again, in, I think it was November. I don't know why I didn't put that. Yeah, November 8th. So it's November, yeah, it's almost 7, 8, 9 months. Yeah, almost 9 months ago. And now the third visit here, which is 6/8. So that's just coincidence, is the same date. So 6, 7, 8 months. So it is 8 months. So he got that same note in here, but he put, at least this time, it says 2003 Harley, no start 90% of the times. If a start runs perfect, but only runs a short time, 30 minutes or less. If it stalls, will start again, but becomes hard start. Not sure what it says. Quick stall probably, then back to crank no start. So we'll see if we can reproduce that. And that's all the note that I have. So all right, so let's get this in here. I gotta change the view of the full probe. I'm not sure what it does that. Let me just change that 1 second. And now we have the correct view. Can put that up here. All right, so everything is good to go. So I'm going to turn, as you see here at the bottom, the switches are all off, and you can see the cluster is off. So I'm going to battery on and then ignition in 1, 2, 3. All right, so we definitely do have no start condition, immediately being able to reproduce that. And it's good communication. If I have the mileage in here, that means the communication from the computer to the cluster is good, and that is the same communication for the scanner. So if you have dashes on the on the cluster, that means that you have a problem with communication. Even the computer is not online or the cluster is not online, and that can affect the entire communication in the car. But if it's shorted, right? If you have a module that is dead but it's not shorted, that module will be off, and it will still show dashes because the computer and the cluster needs to be talking together for those to show up. But if let's say the computer is dead and not talking, you can still read the cluster, ABS, and other modules in the vehicle. Same thing if the cluster is bad, you can read the computer and other modules and so on, as long as it's not a short in the system. All right, so yes, looks like it's a definitely no start condition. And this is, oh, that's not true. Let me, I forgot to put the RPMs, guys. So yeah, if no RPMs are there, there is nothing to be run. So now I put them in 400 RPMs. Okay, let's do this once again. Sorry about that. All right, so let's battery and ignition in 1, 2, 3. Okay, so yeah, with no RPMs, it will not run. Running good. And this is exactly what I have the last time. Okay, no, it did die this time. Perfect. Okay, we're seeing the issue happening here. See, this is, okay, perfect. I'm able to reproduce it. Just a hiccup you see is losing the RPMs. This is definitely inside the computer. No issue. I mean, no doubt about it. This is definitely inside the computer. Now we need to see where the problem lies. But we can definitely reproduce your concern, Adam, and you're covered under my Salazar Diagnostics warranty. Unless it's a burn component in here, which we'll see in a second, but I doubt it because the computer is running. If it would be something burnt, then it would be not running at all. And that's not the case that we in here. So we definitely don't need to keep running it more. What I'm going to do is just inspect the computer. Not sure why. You don't need to send the keys for these computers, by the way. Let me disconnect this from here and let me check this out first. Yeah, the seals are not broken, so everything is good. Want to open this with all of you. If we find something, we will see it because I don't want to cut the videos until I need to do a repair. But for opening the module, I would like to show that in the video as well. No back cover. Talking about the cover that goes in here. Need to get a light in here. I ordered a new microscope, digital. It's supposed to be very good, so I can wait to get it. I ordered a new camera for here, so I can work better for you guys to see and everything in a better light. The older you get, the more help you need too, right? Yeah, everything seems to be intact. I don't see any damages, so yep. All right, Adam and guys, let me work on this computer. Everything seems to be normal. I don't see nothing burned, and sometimes it's a little hard to see because it could be the analog to digital converter, and that if it's spikes, I could be potentially damaged, but it's nothing I can test or blame on the vehicle. At least checks in here that I can do, so that will be covered under warranty for a 1 year period of time. All right, guys, let me do the repair, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, I finished the repairs. Let's do the same thing again. I meant to put the full probe, which was closed. It is closed. I got to turn all that on. Give me just 1 second, guys. Turn that on again and do the selections that I normally do. I wish they have a way to record, save your settings, but they don't. And this company has me very disappointed. Not sure how the support is down in South America, but here is none. And they now come up with an updated software, but they want to sell that separate from the actual value of the monthly, or not monthly, 6 months fee that they charge for the subscription. So if you have their software and you want to have the new look of the software, is like $3,000, which is ridiculous. It is just a different view of software. So if you're charging me for that software, why am I paying you for a subscription, right? So it makes absolutely no sense. They sell the hardware. I pay like almost $11,000 for this hardware, and they want to charge you. They went from, I think it was $400 to then $600 and then $1,200, and now it's $2,500 a year, which is just ridiculous. But yeah, it is what it is. All right, so let me select the 51 reform. And I have to change the same thing that happened the last time. That's in the OBS software that I'm using. For some reason, it doesn't detect the change on the screen. Let me put the ignition on in there and 400 RPMs. Don't forget that, like I did last time. All right, so we're good to go. All right, so battery voltage and ignition in 1, 2. All right, so that happened last time too. It run good, no issues. So we're gonna have to keep it on to make sure we have no more glitches. But definitely the issue was the analog to digital converter. That was I have actually another computer for another customer. They end up being the microprocessor, not the analog to digital converter. But in this one, it was the digital to analog converter, or analog to digital converter. Sorry, and that is under warranty. So this is completely covered under my warranty. All right, so right now it's 10:53 a.m. I'm going to pause the video, keep it running here for a while. If this hiccups or anything, I will be coming back. I'm going to hold you a little more here just to make sure it's no hiccups or anything. Let's just start it. And the reason I do this, guys, is I want to show transparency. I want to show you the test that I run, and if something happens, because if it happens, it's going to happen. I'm not going to hide anything. You are in the best hands. No problems. If it's something that I need to cover under warranty, I will do 100%. But some people don't understand that sometimes even here, I am limited, and I might not be able to reproduce your concern. That doesn't mean that I'm not trying to help you. Please understand that. Sometimes it's impossible. This is a simulation. Reproducing a vehicle with many different computers is sometimes impossible. And to find a problem, it might be very hard for me. So that's when testing on the vehicles are very important for you to help me help you. All right. But yeah, everything seems to be working perfectly. No more hiccups. Again, I'm going to let it run for probably 30 minutes and shut it off, turn it back on. Before I do that, I will get you back in the video. Again, it's 11 a.m. I'll be right back, guys. All right, guys, it's been running perfectly with no issues for 35 minutes already. So let me turn it off. I'm going to do it with the switches first. I'm going to kill the ignition and the battery to start from like disconnecting the battery, let's say, right? So I'm going to put battery back on and ignition in 1, 2, 3. Running good, no issues. It's starting immediately, which is one of his concerns. Sorry, it says 30 minutes or less, and it will stall and fall, which what we saw. It was definitely happening, cutting that RPM signal. So I'm going to run it now again for probably another hour. I'm going to do the turn the ignition off in this software on the full probe, and now let me put the 400 RPMs, and we can see how it's instantly running, no issues. So this is working really, really good. So it's now 11:30. I'll be back in 1 hour, but I will actually turn this off and off multiple times during that period of an hour, which you will not be seeing. But I want to make sure that I can start and run and start and run and start and run and make sure everything is working perfectly. All right, guys, be back in an hour, hopefully. And actually, I think this is good of a test to stop the video. I don't want to make the video and hold you just to see the thing run. If it fails, I'll be coming back. Otherwise, again, I will keep it for another hour outside the video. But Adam, your computer is good to go. No more issues. Sorry that component failed, but it's nothing I can do. I don't sell them. I don't make them. I'm glad I'm actually now able to get a warranty for them because they're very expensive. The component, the analog to digital converter, is $1,000, and that's the cost. It's nothing I can do. It's supplier. It's the only supplier that has in the entire world that I have been able to find. So it's nothing I can do. And at least now he warranties them. Like he asked me specifically to make sure the seals in the computer are not touched and that we can reproduce the problem in the video. And I have to send that in order to get my money back, because I keep minimum inventory on those. So because they're super expensive, I don't have that kind of money to hold hundreds of them. But yeah, everything is working good. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.